Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland off here to a glorious 1v1 own. Faymonville Approach in the north, it is Angreifen fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, comrade Stalin. Here with the 2nd Guards Mechanized Corps with guard motor, defensive and airborne troop tactics. In the south, it is Luvnest, the one, the only. Fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. With the CoH2 Deutschland Panzergrenadier with Spearhead, Mechanized and Jäger Infantry. As always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters. Them and their invaluable support make the Propagandacast possible. So, join today and support the Propagandacast. Pledge on Patreon if you want to, or can afford to, obviously. Links in the description. You can also just donate via PayPal. Links in the description. And finally, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing is another way to help things out. So, going to the MD42 versus double conscripts. Pioneers basically up north here, laying out wire to ensure the Russians don't rush for the point here and make it difficult for Luvnest to maintain a position around the fuel point. Gunnies moving towards the car point. Machines go on the car point here. Got triple conscripts there for Angreifen on the way. Double Grenadiers, one Gunner MD42, probably double Grenadiers. That'd be the typical Wehrmacht build anyways. Commander wires, fairly standard choices here from both sides. Fairly standard. Barbed wire there. Barbed wire here. Sandbags there. I mean, obviously nothing mind-blowing here or eye-opening so far. Just very much standard build orders from each player. 3 conscripts, 1 engineer. We'll obviously what Angreifen goes for next. If it goes for 4 conscripts, likely airborne troops. Engineer squad, very likely guard motor. Could also be defensive though. Grenadier squad number 2 almost done there for Luvnest and the German army. They call Deutschland, so named because unlike most German divisions at the time of its creation, they actually recruited from across Germany, whereas most German divisions actually recruited from a specific part. They had a specific district they recruited from. News was named for 2, Pioneers falling back there. I was not quite equipped to deal with that. Hence, it was known as the CoH2 Deutschland because it then, recruited from across Greater Germany. So, fun fact there. 4th conscript there for Angreifen. So, likely here airborne troop tactics. Secondary could be defensive tactics, though you might still see that there. Sandbags here by the southern fuel point. Lots of sandbags here. It's going to make things tougher there for Luvnest. 3rd Grenadier squad there for Luvnest. Better skirmishing around TMD forcing up with Pioneer support here. In the south, we got Luvnest Gunners moving forwards. Steadily for Germany. Pioneers in towards the centre back up with the info 2 team. Basically thinking he's got it covered here north to some degree. And probably thinking do more damage and maybe also defend the north better by actually shifting forces towards the centre, hoping to draw away Angreifen attention from the northern fuel and more towards the centre-south points. That said, we got Angreifen listening about the north. Second is going to be dispatched south as well. So this is definitely I think Luvnest basically pulling a bait and switch there, dispatching the vast majority of the force there centre-south. While even just one Grenadier squad up north, you're hoping again that Angreifen doesn't, exploit that. Got Pioneers for the conscripts, sandbags up there, sharp move there, quick popping in. You can see here in the south, Angreifen's forces are forced to get away here to Luvnest forces here. In the centre, the Pioneers for the conscripts in the class, the Grenadiers just remain dug in. Grenadiers bring about here, conscripting towards the heavy cover position there. He could have rushed for it, I suppose, or tried to, but he was up to concern he's just going to rush in anyways and just wasted the effort. North here, we got the Grenadiers now being flanked, but the Grenadiers got a flank as well here. So suddenly, Luvnest will find himself a bit turned on here in the north by the tables. That sentence really did not come out well at all, didn't it? Have the tables turned on him. I tried to sound smart and instead, I ended up making it sound like Luvnest has a table fetish, I think. Sorry, Luvnest. Anyways, Pioneers here, MD4 to the conscripts here. Grenadiers flanking up behind there, or routing the front of it in the centre, but he has lost the north here as he got deftly outmaneuvered there by Angreifen. Machinery positioning still though. He is getting the southern fuel points. It's obviously not all bad for Luvnest. It would have been worse if he'd failed to secure the south while losing the north here. That's it. There's the car point here exposed. We got a bunker up there for Luvnest. Tech done as well. No commander yet for Angreifen. He's also floating quite a bit of manpower here. Repositioning with the machine with the control on the car point, but they can't actually see that far. So it's going to be forces to spot for him. Contracting it, he's going to cause support from the flank. We can actually fire Rav Grenade around here. Even the contract's really bad position. The flamethrowers, of course, done there. Like to make a nice coming up. Bunker as well there for Luvnest. Front of big strategy as Luvnest, of course. Brooks, no quarter there from the Marxists. Bring back the car point. But even there, the harm has been done to Luvnest. Economically, anyways. Gives the conscripts, there we go, 2-2 for Luvnest. I mean, so far very much standard very much build. We do get airborne troops here from Angreifen, very much as expected. You could also still go for Gut Motor though, I mean, that's part of the strength of Gut Motor. You can pretty much just go at it however you want and the command is still pretty good. Airdrop weapons, heavy drop, airdrop machine guns, airborne rally points, which no one really uses, guards airborne troops, and the Sturmovik rocket run. Meanwhile, with a commander like this, you definitely want some amount of conscripts like really leverage it, for example. So there's definitely some significant differences there in terms of like, you know, the ease of use of commanders and just, you know, how agnostic they are towards your build orders. Cut off on there being hit, though it's not really cutting off much here. Comes to their overwhelming the Gundis, forcing Luvnest retreat here. No command for him as of yet. Could see Jaeger infantry for some G4 defeats, and the Jaeger commands got to that way clash with the Angreifen's forces up north here. Pioneers with the MD42 support push back there. The conscripts. Armored car catching the conscripts here. Needs down there. Could maybe sneak in some mines. That's it. Obviously, having gone for airborne troops, it's going to want to preserve as much munitions, at least initially, for airdrop weapon upgrades. So, southern centre victor point headed by the Germans. Continues to seeing right past here. The Pioneers, lots of sandbags here from Luvnest to deny Angreifen the use of his own cover. Thumbs up. Right in front of the Info2, that's it. They're not low in health enough, I think, for the Info2 to have a chance of wipe, but it still gets a fair amount of kills in there. Also, crucially, going for this point, he also cuts off the northern resources. Some very sharp maneuvering here from Luvnest and Angreifen. Very sharp. He can also start airdropping SVT-40s. You could also go for discus, obviously, but definitely expect some SVT-40s to be airdropped. Pack 40 there for Luvnest. I was concerned about Angreifen rushing out T-70 or an anti-aircraft tactic, obviously, against him. He does know that Angreifen's going airborne troops, which definitely lessens the likelihood of an anti-aircraft shaft track. So, but either way, they're very simple play by Luvnest, obviously. He doesn't have full knowledge here, of course, of what Angreifen's state and plans are, so obviously he has to, like, you know, make the most straightforward assumptions. And certainly 7 minute, you definitely want a Pack 40 out there in most scenarios, just in case. You do get taken for Luvnest. Oh, Angreifen, I mean, thumbs up. Armored car knocked out. Good kill there for Angreifen. Also signals, of course, grenades. But yeah, so far, not much use of the commander. And of course, that could also in part be on purpose here by Angreifen, since airborne troops very much gives it away once you use it, because again, there's going to be aircraft. There's going to be aircraft, so like, you know, once you start using it, there will be absolutely no hesitation from your opponent. You've gone for airborne troops. And Luvnest is just firing rifle grenades off left and right. Getting a wipe, then us tearing out the huge chunks of Angreifen's force. Got a weapon drop there. He may want to consider replacing some of the lost troops with the Guards airborne troops here. Nope. Reinforcing, got the SD-40s airdrop there. Then he's in the car pump with a light machine gun. So of course now Luvnest knows his opponent has gone for airborne troops. And we got an enemy 40 here for Luvnest. Might indicate, obviously, concern about the infantry, but could also possibly be a sign he's planning to stall out a bit more. He will have to see. But our way, another machine gun will definitely add, I think, further complication here for Angreifen's situation. That said, he is getting close to that T-70. He's going for a maximum first here, though. Got to deal with Luvnest infantry in return. South here, Conscripts busy. Grabbing back the fuel pond, heading from northern fuel pond. Obviously looking to slow down Luvnest's economy, ensure he doesn't like get too far ahead of Angreifen. Thumbs up. Sam there by northern victory point, but Angreifen tracks back here with his SVT-40 wielding conscripts. The SVT-40 was also a fairly popular trophy weapon from some German troops. The Waffen very much were keen on picking up as many as they could for the increased firepower they provided to the unit. Conservative Mountain Grenadiers. Got the maximum about here. Luvnest still staying clear of the gun as much as possible, looking to disrupt again Angreifen's economy as efficiently as possible. In the south here, Pack 40 Grenadiers going for the conscript position here, wrecking the sandbags, leaving Yuri there quite dismayed as he put a lot of time into the sandbags. Meanwhile, we've got the T-70 here for Angreifen and the army. Machine here is the conscript up at northern point. Grenadiers just think about as well there. Here, Pioneers on the move here in the south. Grenadiers for the conscript there. Luvnest still without the commander there. Go maximum strikes. North Grenadiers surrounded with the conscripts. That's actually a bit risky there. There's obviously the Molotov, but also like, you know, they should do a lot of damage to them on retreat here, so they can basically just block the exit here. Fortunately for Luvnest, he didn't do that. I think there's a good chance of wiping him. Then, as you might have noticed, he's got really close there. He got really close. Sending news caught with info to try to bull rush there. Luvnest. Maximum about here, ground southern points there. Looking to once more establish some kind of control here versus Luvnest. Up north here, conscript on the northern fuel point here. Machine holding up here. Conscripts rushing at the pack forward here. Galacon killing the gunners as well there. And the machine gun team. A lot of action there. Got the T-70 strikes right as the pack forward can force through position. Straight into the MD-42 there. Bad news for Luvnest. Conscript the MD-42 just ripping apart there. Look at this Auto. Sie rein straight into a Maschinengewehr. Ja, das wird so nicht. Das ist Propaganda. Nothing near squat there for Angreifen. No guards airborne. And there you go. Incendiary Piz rounds plus the pack 40 firing at the T-70. Well, the Incendiary Piz rounds aren't. The pack 40 less so. And we got Luvnest here with Spearhead featuring the 250-7 mortar attack, Panzer Tactician, reconnaissance overflight, fragmentation bombs, and we actually get a mortar attack from Luvnest. Interesting. That's what's going to make it hard here for Angreifen to dig in, and you can certainly use his Maximate plus any support weapons, depending how Luvnest make use of it. But yeah, that's interesting. Not a commonly used weapon, yeah, I think, in the meta game, though there's times when people start using it a bit more of late. Certainly is popular versus the British, obviously, but here we are, Luvnest against the Soviets. He's coming to it, there you go. Maximum crew force on the hill by the mortar half-track. Now, of course, was also a version based off the 251 half-track, but Relic seemed to prefer the 250 half-track version because they already got it in the game, effectively. Up north, the guns and engineers there. Pack 40% the T-70 punching through the frontal armor there with ease. Angreifen is successfully pushing back Luvnest here across some points. So far, just still one kill here. Pack crew wiped out there by Angreifen's brave frontline infantry. There you go, T-70 going for the mortar half-track. Of course, now much more fearless that the Pack 40 has been wiped out. Oh! Scheiße! A mistiming here by Luvnest. He accidentally ended up sacrificing the Grenadier squad on the Pack 40, and on top of that was one with, I think, a light machine gun too. Yikes. That was, I can only imagine again that was a mistiming there by Luvnest, like he thought they're ready, and then poof, got the timing wrong, and they do to all the other stuff going on there. That's great fun, Angreifen. You just getting rid of a German Grenadier squad like that is pretty good. Now they're Grenadier squad on the way there for Luvnest. And it's particularly awkward because it was not like it was in any danger of like Angreifen running off with his like, you know. But yeah, sometimes that can happen. Pioneers based on south is Bart Wire. The position here I think is to try and make it hard for the opponent to use sandbags there. North Engineers are countered there by the MG42 here. Up north gets caught with the T-70 here. Angreifen now looking to further exploit any mistakes for Luvnest, any openings made, and he is certainly rapidly doing so. Still no guards airborne troops so far. We've seen a bunch of SC-40s, which is obviously one of the main attractions of the commander anyways. It's not like there's anything wrong in that. More top there with 2 kills now. Do have take the Luvnest, thumbs up. Angreifen is also taking up, going for the mechanized armor company. Bring up the mortar half-track here. At the point here, machine up this up north. There are numerous variations to the 250 half-track as well. You have one with a Senfamily cannon, similar to that in the Stug E. You also have ones with the CLC light anti-tank, a very heavy anti-tank rifle, 2.8 specifically there. Bombing up some very early tank destroyer units that way. Fun fact. Pack 4, they push back the T-70 even if it doesn't hit. Of course, the fed up hitting is enough here to force Angreifen back his light tank. Molotov there, machine pushed out in the open. Note he did use incendiary piercing rounds. Thumbs up there. Good ability, but can get a bit overlooked with some players. Heavy fighting around the centre up north. You've got the Prince of the Conscript pushing them back swiftly. Support McCop there for Luvnest. Gonna push out some punches off here for Angreifen. Plenty of time to go before calling any armour. Still hasn't taken considered some guards airborne. Contra the corp, but unfortunately going to use in this round the centre. Far up north here. Push back as well there by the M32. And we do actually get some guards airborne out here. Will there be submachine guns? Will there be with the DP light machine guns? That's the big question here. Dimitri already drops dead, forcing Konstantin to take over command of the squad here. Forcing Yuri to take over command of the squad there. Down to half health already, probably called out that guards airborne squad retreated. I think at this point they're not really doing too much here. And if he's not going to rush out the submachine gun upgrade, he's obviously, again, they're not going to be doing a lot, I think, at that point. Counter-charting with SCD-40s. Going in harder, Knuckle here gets the grenades up close with the SVD-40s and their bolt-action rifles, forcing away the Luvnest beleaguered infantry. His pioneers here, busy with sandbags and something caught with the control there. Angreifen showing no mercy in the name of the Red Army. Pioneers doing what they can, though, calls a bit difficult. One of the guys is wielding a minesweeper. Max got the point there. Slowly approaching the veterans 1 here on the mortar half track. And there we go, Panther 4 here for Luvnest and the German army. Angreifen is in fact now going for the assault package after all. Nice, definitely gets a bit overlooked compared to the triple DPs, and it's not like, you know, the triple DPs are bad or anything, but this, I mean, the assault package is also like really good. Gun is right in there. Assault in the center there completely turns sour. He almost losing the maximum. In fact, to Luvnest. It's also worth noting right now, Luvnest has got a pack forward, but in comparison, Angreifen has no field gun. He's got no anti-tank weapons whatsoever, though he's close to him calling the T-34. There we go, got the PPS-841 submachine ready here for the Guards Airborne. Panther 4 almost done. There we go, Panther 4 ready.
We are losing a sector.
Mortify then the conscripts. Panther 4 pioneers on the move there. Heading for the southern fuel point there. Conscript being pushed back. Panther 4 shoots, whiffs. Troopers being forced from healing up north here for Angreifen. Submachine guns almost ready to go there fully on the squad as well. And 6-man, they can do a lot of damage. They basically have the same DPS as the shock troopers. Gun is pushed back in the south by the conscripts moving forward here. They used to have access to a tactical assault ability, now they got an ambush bonus, which is also like nice, but it's not tactical assault. The south, north, meaning yeah, south of Tucson, I guess. We got the Tucson was named before 2, pushing that back. Pioneers rushing, but they're not gonna like do a lot here. They will spot for the pack 4, but that's about it. Does he have target weak point here lined up? 9. That said, he might be able to take out the Tucson anyways because Angreifen thinks Spitzer to realize what's going on here, and no, didn't get it. Really lucky there for Angreifen. Luvnest Panther himself as we got the Guards Airborne hiding out here. Thumbs up to that. Luvnest brought after the 4 kills. Very, very close veterans who won. Angreifen then finds a bit of a tough spot here versus Luvnest. He can go for the T-34s from 6. Inchinoff hasn't done it, or field gun, or an SU-6. Saying that because Angreifen does like his SU-6Ms. We do get another Ganisk of Luvnest. He suffered another wipe. Panther 4 striking northwards here for the Red Army. For Army, I mean the German Army. They're giving the pushing them back. Third Ganisk was then for Luvnest and Deutschland. T7 there holding back, hiding out here while awaiting most desperately repairs. We've got air recons here for Luvnest. And we do get an HUD-5 tank right here to tackle Luvnest Panther 4 and probably also to try and snap at his mortar half track. Comes to the center, a bit of a tough spot as they're slowly being surrounded here by Luvnest and South E. Guards Airborne there hoping to bait in someone. Oh, they get spotted by the air recons there, ruining the surprise and getting suppressed by the M42. Smoke grenade off there. Nice throw there by Angreifen. Thumbs up. Maximizing up in the troops here. Flanking out. We got the people flanking infantry. Thumbs up there. HUD-5 almost done. South E. Hiding out there. Panther 4 pushed back. And we got the units here being threatened on the flank. Very good push there by Angreifen. I think they're going to get spotted and suppressed again. Yup, no response by the MD-42 there, but to the assault in the center. Conscript almost wiped out here. Luvnest putting up a fierce fight here for the glory of Deutschland. Come to being murdered. And there we go, we've got smokes from the Maxim. Thumbs up to Luvnest. Veterans won there as well. Game got Guard 7 pushed back here from the south. And the T-Singer gets within Panzerfaust range. And Jürgen does it. Pack 40 shoots and doesn't do it. Rolling in the Panzerfaust with damage, ending up north here, pumping seized by the Grenadiers. What will he go for next? Who knows? But there you go, going straight for the Panzerfaust with the damage in the HG5, punishing Luvnest here for extending. He clearly was not expecting his opponent to go for an HG5 first here, because most Soviet players will rarely go for the HG5 first here. But clearly, Angreifen is not most Soviet players. Pack 4 there on the scene, destroys the Panzerfaust entirely. Good work there by Angreifen. HG5 tanks further down to half health. There's Luvnest. Pack 40 blasts some very large holes in it. He's also lost another transport that Mr. Angreifen. Will he go for more Guards Airborne to make up for the losses there? That could be interesting. Angreifen using another opportunity to try and do some heavy damage to Luvnest. Almost got Pack 40 with the T-7 light tank, but we got Dieter there with his unit, stopping the T-70 and saving the pack crew, and crucially its experience. Guards Airborne almost done. He could of course merge countries with it to keep the reinforcement cost down a bit there, though interesting enough he's not doing that. Another Panzerfaust for Luvnest, certainly makes the most sense. That was Duke's going for a Tiger route, and I think it would be very inadvisable here, so yeah, good to see him not doing that. Unlikely. Got the Guards here, busy up north here, catching the gun. He's got a grenade off here, hoping to bait out in the open. Luvnest, of course, does not take the bait still. He's going to have to troop right past a lot of very angry submachine wielding Soviet elite troops. Set the launch doing some heavy work here and heavy lifting. Even then, 3 men at close range for those submachines can still do some heavy damage. You might notice even the building then they're going to need to take a lot of damage. They're bleeding like pretty fast here against the Guards Airborne. So like, he's going to have to, I think, pop out there soon before the Guards Airborne finish his unit either way. And at this point, it may have been being too late. There you go, pushed out. In this case, loses another guy and looks like only 1 man survives. So yeah. Less great there for Luvnest. Could have gone better there for Angreifen obviously as well, but certainly highlights I think the power of the submachine guns there. Maximum is being bombarded in the south here. We've got a breakthrough attempt here by Angreifen, completely demoralising and ruining Luvnest's southern flank here. A nice push there. Up north there, Guards Airborne busy with the northern pump. We've got a Panzerfaust moving in there. Luvnest clearly wants them very dead. He's coming up the centre here, going to miss the Panzerfaust, but likely won't miss the mortar after there. Go guard it! Nice strike there by Angreifen. Could have tried and go for the Panzerfaust here, but obviously just taking rid of the mortar half tech, which is easy. And obviously also less expected. It was a sharp move there by Angreifen. Of course, he might have expected the Panzerfaust to be there, but either way though. Pop goes the weasel there, denying Luvnest his mechanized artillery there. More weapons drop there for Angreifen. Can soon go. Well, he can actually go for T-34 and 6 now. He could also go for Nation 6. He could try, I suppose, go for Katusha or another H-5. Plenty of options there. He could also go for like another Guards Airborne squad. Need to reinforce them, of course, there. Panzerfaust on the move here for Luvnest and the German army. H-5 sitting out here for Angreifen. North there, points being seized. We've got 386 and 147. Quiet here, troops sitting out once more. They're still not merging counters with the Guards Airborne, and there you go, mortar for Luvnest. He obviously wanted a mortar, but at this point is less keen on investing the required fuel on a mortar after against it just goes for the regular one, which obviously again makes sense. But a part of me, you know, hopes would love to see like another mortar after. As for Angreifen, there's not really much clarity as what he's planning next. I mean, he's got plenty of options. Hence why it can be tricky to like fully decode here. You could go for like anything here versus Lums. There you go. Sneaking closer to the info 2. There you go. Molotov on the info 2 crew there. Causing severe 3rd-degree burns and pushing them back. Maxim around the unit there. We got 9 kills east on that Maxim. More tools around here up north. Panzerfaust the Guards Airborne. Quickly dealing with some nasty damage. Going to force some retreat here. They weren't even fully reinforced. H-5 ready to respond to whoops for the Red Army, and there you go, punches a nice large hole there in the Panzerfaust frontal armor. As for Luvnest, no sign anything further. Got a few troops being dispatched southwards here, looking to hit the exposed underbelly there of Angreifen's front line. The complete absence of any forces there makes it very easy then for Luvnest, of course, make progress there. So thumbs up to Luvnest. I think it is a very good read in the situation. Very good read. T-Fed force from 6 there for Angreifen and Alert Army. Decent rushing southwards, catching the gun of the AC. Got that Panther heading southwards. Panther on the T-Soon light tank. HQ5 is rushing in there. We also have one fragmentation bomb here available now for Luvnest. Well timed, could do some heavy damage. There you go. Panther 4 under fire here by Angreifen's HQ5 there. Pop Smoke disengages. Pack 4 no need to assist. Maximum holding up, could bombard it. Looks like it's going to do that. Damaged engine heat to Pack 4 in there. Pioneers hit a mine or suppressed by something else. Building collapse. Maximum white, but he's going to lose another Panther 4 here to Angreifen. Still has no more armor. There you go. That's his second Panther 4 kaput here. Bombing strike here and does catch the HQ5, almost takes out a few conscripts there, but can Luvnest finish it off here in the center there? He's can't advance with a Pack 40 due to a lot of infantry. Thiessen rushing in as well. We do have the conscripts routed now, but I think that's given Angreifen enough time to get the HQ5 out there and rush in the T-70. Still has some tanks that have an assault gun. Luvnest here is definitely, I think, struggling to keep up now with the aggressive pace here being set by Angreifen. The addition of the T-34 from 6 has not improved the situation here for Luvnest, and the CoH2 Deutschland, the Grenadiers here, I think we'll have to retreat the info to as well there, and we go Ace T-70 with 18 kills, running around circles against the Pack 40, another Panther 4 for Luvnest. But the situation is definitely messy here for Luvnest and the German army, as Angreifen relentlessly pummels away here at Luvnest. The victory point of Bountiful remains very much in Luvnest's favour, but that's about it at this point, it almost feels like. The loss of the pack here is also like pretty significant here, as of course means Luvnest will only have the pack for them to go up against Angreifen's armor now. Of course, it's not just the T-7 and the T-Fed 4, it's also the HQ5. Oh no, he doesn't destroy it fully there. Perhaps a mistake, perhaps intentional, we'll probably never know. Panther 4 is almost done. Meanwhile, Luvnest's base is being hammered here. The units getting wiped, the weapons being dropped. The situation of Luvnest is looking quite frankly horrific. We've got the machine gun bunker and the machine gun wiped out there. Luvnest's losses are getting incredibly high here. Panther 4 rushing in. It's farming forwards. Further up north here, we got the enemy forces with the conscript pushing the back here with somewhat well placed fire there. Seeing Luvnest's base that's slowly being leveled here by Angreifen. There you go. I think he realised the Pack 40 hadn't been fully destroyed here and sets about destroying it, perhaps? No? Or is he going to just recruit with engineers? It's hard to say here. Okay, there we go. Destroys it. Now the T-Fed almost done there for Angreifen. Guards airborne busy up north. Luvnest Panther 4 moving in, but his forces are significantly depleted. We got the pioneers for the light machine gun. Panther 4 strikes for the German Reich here at the northern point there, pushing back the guards airborne into the building though. Machine being moved in, but they can't grab the point with the guards airborne, so we've got the T-34 rushing in here. In the south, Luvnest also looking to do some progress here against Angreifen. The situation is just deteriorating. The only thing still got is that victory point lead here over Angreifen, and even that seems to be very slowly slipping away from him. There you go, almost lost the Panther 4. There you go, got that one knocked out. So we've got another Pack 4 for Luvnest, but at this point, the situation for Luvnest is looking pretty bad. He just lost another unit here as well there. Angreifen's about to hit the base another time. And I think he might actually have dropped out here. Could be wrong though, because there's nothing moving at the moment. It does feel like that. I mean, Angreifen's just, you know, wrecking here Luvnest's base. There you go, GG, game over. A loss for Luvnest, a victory for Angreifen. A fierce back and forth fight here with some nice guard tape on usage there. Luvnest definitely got caught a bit unprepared by Angreifen, and Angreifen, I think, was crucially very able to swiftly exploit these, you know, developments there and really push the map back against here Luvnest. So some interesting fierce fighting here with some slightly less common commanders there, and I think some nice guards able with submachine gun usage. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. This is Pro Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for a nice episode. Bye.